Hello everyone, I'm Joey and welcome to my channel. Now I'm going to do a new format for the channel, so I wanted to touch on how these videos are going to go. I'm going to play through the campaigns or complete all the achievements for a game and then give you a detailed breakdown of them mixed with my personal opinion and rate the game on my own personal scale. Now my ranks are legendary, great, good, alright, and bad. Legendary means these are the games that other games should use as an example going forward, and they are the best of the best. Great means these games are really good and may even justify multiple playthroughs, but they're not quite on that legendary level, even though they're still quite a fun time to get a playthrough in. Good, these are the games that are good, but I can't see myself playing through the games again once I've got through the initial playthrough. Can't see myself coming back to complete all the achievements, anything like that. Alright. These are the games, the ones that fall short on some levels, but are still worth a playthrough. You know, it may not be the best of the best, may not be even that good, but yeah, you could give it a playthrough. Bad, these are the ones that fall short in a lot of different areas. I can't recommend even a single playthrough. These games just really shouldn't be given a lot of time. So today, we're going to take a look at the recently released Destroy All Humans reboot. This was campaign number 813 on my list. I just wanted to say right off the bat, I really enjoyed this game. I never played the original when it released in 2005, so I wasn't entirely sure what I was getting myself into. Ended up being quite pleasantly surprised by what was on offer. I will always try to avoid any story spoilers in my reviews. And with that said, let's get into this one. So, Destroy All Humans is a third-person action game that has a few unique features that set it apart. For the most part, you're going to be doing the usual shooting and exploding that you're used to in these kind of action games. But there is a progression in the game, so not mindless exploding, but there is something there. I can't say that the story does anything special, but it has enough humor to keep you entertained while playing through it the first time, even if not all the jokes land. It also throws a couple of twists, and I use that word very loosely here, that pull you back in when you start to get a little worn out from the repeated styles of missions that the campaign throws at you. I would say more, but there is not a lot of story here. And like I said, I want to avoid spoiling. If anything, I would say that the story is serviceable and does for the most part keep you satisfied throughout. Now, the optional objectives in the main missions are very different across missions and kind of guide you to the most efficient way to beat the current mission that you're playing. I actually appreciate the way these serve as a kind of tutorial without holding your hand or forcing you to do it. A few examples would be sneak into a facility without being spotted, and some are more fun, like kill someone with a chicken. but most of them will teach you to do things you might not have thought of otherwise. I didn't find these too difficult to do, and like I said, in most cases they actually make the missions easier to complete once you figure out how to accomplish them. Progression comes in the form of ship and weapon upgrades bought with DNA obtained through missions, optional objectives, side objectives, and stealing the brains of humans during these things. Some upgrades are simple damage upgrades, and some change functions of weapons and abilities altogether. These upgrades do feel impactful and make it feel like you are actually making progress, with certain ones even feeling necessary to complete some of the later missions. It is entirely possible, and I actually encourage you to completely max out all your upgrades available, as they make the rest of the game a breeze. If you ask me to say what I enjoy the most about this game, it's that it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's just a lot of fun to turn your brain off and blow stuff up sometimes. As a positive side note, even though not all the outfits you unlock during your playthrough are what I consider interesting, it has a couple that really make up for it. The two that I found most fun to play with are the cow outfit and the death outfit from Darksiders. I really enjoy the Darksiders games, and I beat them all. So to see Death represented here was kind of a cool nod to another series. In closing, I always ask the question of how or will I remember this game? And with this game, the answer is that I really enjoyed my time with the game, but that is not to say the game didn't have some downfalls. I played through this game practically 3 times as I went for all the achievements. It came up short due to a glitch that stopped the last one for all the optional objectives completed from popping, even though I did all of it. Now, you will notice I said I completed this game 3 times and not 2. That's because I had to start from scratch after completing a very large portion of the game in my first playthrough. There's a mission where you have to transport a truck through obstacles and hazards, and it saved a checkpoint where hazards would spawn on top of the truck instantly blowing it up, and once that happened twice, it would freeze crypto and the game, and there was no way to stop nor restart the mission. So the first playthrough I did got glitched out, so I actually didn't complete the game until my second playthrough, and then went back and played through it a third time to clean up the optional objectives. These glitches in this game were almost a deal breaker, and I can see why some players wouldn't even bother with it. Now, as an added note, I know that these glitches have been fixed, but it doesn't make a difference when you have already had to start a new playthrough after putting in hours and hours on the first one. I found a ton of charm in this game and would recommend that you play through it at least once, but unfortunately I feel like I will remember the glitches in this game almost as much as the game itself. Overall, like I said, I had a good time with the game, and that's why I give this game my rating of good. This game without the glitches and the problems I had, I could see getting a great rating, but with those problems, I can't recommend giving this more than one playthrough. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video, and please let me know if you like the new style and if you want me to beat a specific game that's not on my list in the future. Please drop a like and subscribe if you like this episode, and I hope to see y'all again next time.